Travis Kalanick, the former CEO of Uber, is up soon. When are we expecting him to testify?
It looks like he'll be up tomorrow. You never know kind of how long each witness is going to spend on the stand, but he will most likely testify tomorrow. Waymo came at him early and pretty hard in terms of kind of tagging him with being the mastermind of this alleged trade secrets theft. So he's going to be on the stand for a long time, and he's going to have a very tough examination, and then it'll be up to a cross-examination to try to kind of push that back. We expect him tomorrow. It could be Wednesday.
So, Matt, do you have a sense of, knowing both sides, knowing the cases that they have, who's got a better argument here?
It's going to be a close call. Both stories that are presented at trial are very convincing. It's difficult to really read what the jury is thinking, but there seemed to be some sympathy, at least in opening arguments, with some of the themes that Waymo was throwing out there. But on the other hand, there's going to be a lot of key evidence that Uber brings up in terms of the history of Lewandowski, in terms of some of the business influences that gave rise to this litigation being filed. It's difficult to say. I think that at least in a lot of reports, that Waymo has kind of gotten ahead of the issue at trial, but we may see some subtleties that ultimately push the jury to not give a full victory to Waymo. So my initial sense is that we're going to see a little bit of a divided result here. Maybe it favors a little bit more in the Uber camp, but kind of no matter what happens, the loser will lodge an appeal, and both sides will likely claim some form of victory. That's assuming that the case doesn't settle before a verdict comes out.
Well, Waymo is asking for $1.9 billion in damages. Joel, this is a company that still hasn't gone public. They do have a $70 billion valuation, but would a fine like that or a penalty like that completely cripple Uber?
I don't think so. I don't think the money's really kind of ever been the issue in this case. So, of course, the parties won't say that, and it's a lot of money for any normal human being. But as you know, in Silicon Valley, that's not a lot of money. And again, it's not the money. If Waymo wins, what they'll win is possibly an injunction, a court order blocking Uber from using this technology at issue. Now, even that might not matter. Uber argues, they've already said, we've done a design around anything that might kind of use these trade secrets, so we won't be hobbled or hurt at all by this. So it remains to be seen. But this is really about the technology, and this is really about, there's an emotional kind of issue here more than anything about theft and kind of a backstabbing deal. Did Uber do this to Waymo and Larry Page and Google?